It is about that time, Clint Clark. Are you ready?
No,
You
let's
don't
start.
look. You don't look ready.
I don't look ready. You
You
know
don't
what?
look
I should
ready.
stay ready. That way I don't have to get
You
ready when
gotta
I'm
stay
ready.
ready.
But unfortunately, I'm not ready. No, he wasn't
No, you're
ready.
gonna have to bow up and just get ready
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just
because we're
suck it
not
up.
doing this again.
Okay, let's
This is
go.
it.
Let's
This is
go.
it right here, right now.
Welcome to the Hog Slop
Hog
podcast.
Slop
Hog Slop
podcast,
podcast with Big
baby.
C, bigger T.
Bigger
Both of
T.
us trying to get a little smaller,
That's
but
right.
we're still big.
And by the way, congrats getting under the 3 bills mark.
Yeah, got under the 3 bills mark. Pretty excited.
I'm
Pretty
hoping to be
excited.
there soon. I'm still fluctuating, dude. I'm still like I'm so frustrated. I'm my calorie count's low. I'm working out 5 times a week. I'm not cheating at all.
Yeah.
And like I had the first burger I've had Saturday in months because we had a birthday party for a guy at my church.
Yeah.
And I mean it literally it's been months since I've even had a burger.
Hey,
And
this guy at your church that made a burger.
yeah.
I mean, did he make a good burger?
It was a good burger. It was a good
Did you
burger.
like his burger?
I did like the burger. Yeah.
He should probably like this podcast. I
Yeah,
mean, if I was there and I asked you, because we're friends, right,
yeah, yeah.
to take that burger and cut it in half,
Yeah, yeah.
to share that burger with me,
Yeah.
you'd probably share it with me.
I would share it with you. I
And then,
I
yeah,
like the burger.
yeah.
I would want you to like the burger too.
And then maybe I could come back next
So
week
I
for the
would
burger.
share it. And then yeah, you could come
Maybe you
back
could let me
or
know.
we
Maybe you got
there
a
was
newsletter.
seconds at the table, so but you wouldn't know if you wanted another burger if you I didn't share it with you.
Exactly. And then maybe I'd want to
So
learn all about the burgers.
and I put a lot of pickles on my burger. You may not
Well,
like that many
yeah,
pickles.
I don't like that many pickles.
Yeah. So
I like
you
a
may
little
have
bit of
wanted
pickle.
the burger a little different,
Yeah,
you
maybe
know?
barbecue sauce on it.
And like just like that, some people may like to watch the podcast on YouTube. Others may want to do it on Amazon or
Yeah,
on Spotify or Apple Podcasts,
yeah. And
whatever.
leave it to your boys to come up with the like, share, subscribe pitch based off a
Talking
hamburger.
about burgers.
Thank you.
So folks, if you like cheeseburgers, uh
We like
like
cheeseburgers.
we like cheeseburgers. So you should like, share, subscribe, comment, because you're going to hear some things in the next several minutes that you're going to agree with, that you're going to disagree with. That's fine. Tell us, what do you like? What do you not like? Do you like burgers? Am I crazy for having only eaten one burger in the last few months? Probably. Probably. I was missing burgers.
Yeah.
But I still stayed under my calorie count that day, by
Yeah.
the way.
Ugh.
So, anyway, and it'll be good for you if you like, share, comment, subscribe. Now listen to some music, and we'll be right back.
1, 2, 3, 4. You ever seen a lame man walk? Ever heard a dumb man talk? Ever seen a blind man see? I promise you a change is You ever seen a cancer dead? Ever seen all the poor get fed? Ever seen a prisoner set free? I promise you a change broken
He
heart
doesn't
made
like it.
whole. Ever seen an orphan find a home? Ever seen a weak find the strength? I promise you a change is thing. Ever seen the sick get healed? Ever seen
Well,
a
you
mystery
don't sign it.
revealed? Ever seen a dead man raised? I promise you a change is
What's up, everybody? It's time. It's time for the Hawg Slop podcast. I'm your boy, Bigger T, joined as always by my man, Big C, Clint Clark. How you doing, buddy?
Man, better than I deserve, Big Trap. When we were talking, we were forcing the burger talk,
Yeah, yeah,
earlier. And I was sitting here, and I was just telling you, I said, I love me a good Sonic burger, the
yeah,
Sonic Smasher.
yeah,
I love that thing. And the thing is, it tastes like home. It reminds like
yeah,
having, because, me and Travis, we grew up in Greenboro, Arkansas, small town. I don't know
yeah.
what the population was. Um, what our graduating class was 100 people even, I believe.
Well, 89 by the end of the year.
89
Started out a
maybe.
little over 100, and then by the end of the year it was 89.
Yeah, 89. So graduating class of 89. I think their last graduating class was like 600.
Yeah,
So
something
that's
like
how
that.
much Greenbrier's grown.
Yeah.
But we remember it was a huge deal when they put in the Sonic.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Like it was a huge deal. Like it was the first fast food of any kind that you had in Greenbrier.
yeah, for sure.
And every friend that we had worked there, and
Yeah,
none of
that's
them
right.
would give us free food.
That's right.
Now, Trav, it's not. I don't think this is a bad time to rehash the time that because we haven't talked about it in a while. The time that you tried to get your boy to give you free food at Hardee's.
Yeah, the most disappointing free food I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Honestly, Clint was working at Hardee's in Conway, and I guess we were in high school. Yeah, we had to be in high school because uh, me and some other guys were on the cruise trip that night in Conway, wasting my gas in my '78 Ford pickup. And we were hungry and we didn't have any money because I was spending it all on gas.
Yeah.
And so we went, but we are like, hey, let's go to Hardee's. We'll get Clint to give us something. So we're thinking,
That your boy's gonna hook you up.
he'll whip us up at least like the cheap, back then you could, we all probably had like a
A
99
99-cent
cent
burger.
cheap
Yeah,
burger or
burger.
something like
Yeah.
that. So I'm thinking, well, we'll get a 99-cent burger or something
Yeah,
like that.
$5 was gas money back then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, when 99 cents a gallon for gas. So, I mean, it was, so
You had to walk uphill to school both ways.
that's right. Yeah. So, we get to the counter and I'm like, Clint, man, hook us up. I'm parked out back. Just hand us something out the back door. I'm thinking, man, my boy, man, we've been best friends since sixth grade. He's practically runs this Hardee's. I'm about to get the hook up. And so we go and I get in my truck and I'm thinking, man, here comes my boy. We're about to set up. Here we go. And he comes out the back door with a big old smile on his face. It says, here you go, with a bag of cubed ham.
Yeah. And see, I don't even know if I was trolling you when I did that. That just may have been me just being a dumb idiot kid being like, here you go, buddy. Here's some ham.
And by the way, it was frozen.
Yeah, see,
That
all
was
right.
back when Hardee's had like a bar, like a potato, like a salad bar. Wasn't it a salad
Yeah,
bar,
they
a
do, they
potato
would do
bar, or something like
salads.
that? Yeah,
Yeah, and back in the day, whenever, you would go like on school trips,
yeah,
they would park in Conway because you'd always go like to UCA to something. And
yeah,
they would park on Oak Street and then you could just walk to wherever you wanted to eat.
yeah,
I'd always go to Wendy's.
yeah,
And the reason I'd go to Wendy's because it's a super bar. And I would
yeah,
just go in there and I would gorge myself on the super bar,
yeah,
which is the most it was a weird, I mean, it's still weird to remember a time when you'd go into Wendy's and they had this little bar tucked in the corner
yeah,
where you could get like spaghetti.
yeah.
And I don't even remember what was,
Chili,
yeah, I mean, just this
because you
weird,
could back then you could order a baked potato at Wendy's,
yeah,
and then you could they had chili and cheese, like the cheese and the nacho cheese pump thing,
right, yeah.
and you could put was it in the pump or was it scooping a spoon? I can't
Now, I
remember.
can't remember, but I had a chili potato from Wendy's more than once.
Oh yeah,
And
that
it
was
was
a
$2.
go-to. I'd get that instead of fries a lot of times.
God, we're
Or
sounding,
or you could go over there and make chili cheese fries with your fries at
yeah.
Wendy's.
But see, now when I go to Wendy's, it's not, they still have the chili,
Yeah.
but if you can't go to Wendy's and not get a Baconator. I know you're the chicken, no, that's Arby's, you get the chicken cordon bleu.
Yeah, but
That
I get the spicy chicken sandwich at Wendy's. But
okay,
I do like a baconator too.
yeah, the Baconator. Yeah, my son loves a Baconator. Austin, he will eat him. He'll eat the fire out of some Baconator.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then there's also the Long John Silver's over there that I have no idea how it's still open
Yeah, that's
at
right.
all. I
That's
mean, I mean,
Long John Silver's is pretty good, but dude, like a grease bomb.
dude,
Like boom.
okay, honestly, and this is all kidding aside, I don't know if I'd go to Long John Silver's if you were buying. I just don't think, I mean, even if I knew that you were buying the Long John Silver's, I'd be like, no, I think I'll just pay for myself down the road. Uh,
There's a Long John Silver's and KFC in Clinton, and I went by there. This was a few years ago, but because I hadn't been to Long John Silver's in forever, and so I was thinking, man, I want, because their fish used to be pretty good,
right.
dude. It was so greasy. Like I think my throat's still lubed up from that. Like it's greasy, man. That stuff.
But you know, one of my boss, Rusty. He's my boss still. Like a gajillion years ago, he was still my boss. Um, just I've had the same people bossing me around for years, and that's why you're yourself included. So you've been bossing me around since the '80s, I think. So
Yeah.
uh, anyway, that's sad to think about. Like we've known each other since the '80s, like because the '80s
Yeah.
were so freaking long ago.
I don't know.
But you remember he talked about how they used to have Taco Bells and KFCs together.
Yeah.
He said it just don't smell right. Tacos and fried
Yeah.
chicken. I
Well, I
just
remember there used to be one by where you lived in Little Rock,
yeah,
and I was visiting you one time, and I was leaving, and I went by through the drive-through there. Now this is a KFC Taco Bell,
right.
and guess what they were out of?
Chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah, dude.
I was I was wanting like a chicken quesadilla, I think, or some kind of chicken something from Taco Bell,
Yeah.
and they were like, we're out of chicken. I said, can you borrow some from KFC? They're like, we're out of chicken there too. I'm like,
We have no
never
chicken
mind.
anyway. Well, okay, this was off Protho Junction in Little Rock, which was not the nicest area
Yeah.
in Little Rock at all. I was one time in the McDonald's there and saw an ex-employee go to turn in his uniforms and ended with the cops being called.
Yeah.
Um, and for some reason, the subway there was always out of bread. Always, like you go in there like
Because they would forget to make it.
we ain't
Yeah.
got no bread. And,
Yeah.
and you're asking Clint, were you coming after the lunch rush? No,
Yeah.
I'm coming about 11.
Yeah.
It's they were
That's
just
fun.
out of bread.
Well, Clint, as we transition here into sports talk, there's been a little bit of drama here in Arkansas
Dude,
this
man,
the last
Arkansas
couple of
is
days, thanks to a certain media member,
yeah,
and and I think you and I both agree that it's drama just for drama's sake, that it's one of the dumbest things ever.
yeah.
But to let everybody know what we're talking about, Mr. Josh Neighbors from what's Inside
It's
Arkansas?
John Neighbors, isn't
John
it?
Neighbors, sorry. John Neighbors from Inside Arkansas posted a deal. It's a video of a player's dad from Georgia, I believe. And he's talking about when his son was being recruited by Georgia, that in the middle of the recruitment on like the day before signing day is when Sam Pittman took the Arkansas job. And I guess Pittman was recruiting him, or one of the ones recruiting him. And his son called him and was like, Dad, I'm thinking about visiting Clemson and Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah. They came after him hard
They
after.
were coming after him hard. He's thinking about going and visiting them, thinking about decommitting from Georgia. And nowhere did he mention he was thinking about Arkansas anymore at all. I mean, apparently they never thought about Arkansas. But he liked Pittman. He had built a relationship with Pittman. Well, his he his dad said, he was trying to decide. Georgia ends up hiring Luke as the from Ole Miss as the offensive line coach, and he liked that. And but he said the dad said, but Sam Pittman called, took time to call while he was trying to get his coaching staff together, and told him said, hey man, stick with Georgia. Now Arkansas fans, including neighbors, is trying to stir it up. I don't know why. Are upset that that's what was wrong with Sam Pittman. He should have recruited him to Arkansas. Clint, what do you think about that?
Well, Pittman, I mean, who knows if he got into Arkansas or not? But first off, what are we going to do? Fire him more?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, it's
yeah,
over and done with. I
yeah,
mean, you're mad about something that happened in 2019.
yeah,
Um, so 7 years ago. Um, he- and we were talking before the podcast about how, if you're Sam Pittman, you got to play this strategically
yeah,
because, you know, before the ages of NIL, the transfer portal was mostly used for people that weren't playing other places that wanted to go somewhere else, maybe transfer to another school and get playing time. So there was a nice pipeline of Georgia players that were coming to Arkansas.
yeah,
I mean, he was doing. I mean, Singletary, Sorey. And I know there was a couple others.
yeah,
There was a couple other. There's another safety I know, Trav. That's named escaping me. It's much to do about nothing to me. It's like, hey,
yeah,
man, he may have pitched the kid. You don't know. He may have pitched the kid Arkansas, and he shut down like, hey, man, you really should stick
yeah.
with Georgia. But it's hard for a player because who you get to know and who you develop a relationship with, especially, in college, is your position coach. That's why I think me and Mullins, when you see us interact on the podcast, we have such a good relationship, is because not only was the head coach, but he was also the offensive line coach.
Yeah.
And so, that means I'm not friends with Coach Racono and stuff. It's just Mullins is my coach. And I remember when the original offensive line coach at Arkansas Tech was there, Coach Williams, who just, he didn't care for me because, once again, I wasn't that good. So, but he's like, I still got to coach this crappy kid. But like Matt Nelson was devastated when he left,
Yeah.
just absolutely devastated. So it may have been just a call from an old friend to calm him down a little.
Well, and then there's a couple things about it. First of all, and look, to me, it's just a dumb response. But if you're getting mad about that, folks, get a life.
Yeah.
But second of all, um, he built a relationship with that kid. He knew that kid, and the kid wasn't thinking about Arkansas. The kid's dad said he was thinking about Clemson and Tennessee. Now, if you're Sam Pittman, do you want him to go to play for Clemson, Tennessee, or do you want him to stick with the team with a coach that had just given you lots of money, that probably gave you a good reference so you could go be the head coach at Arkansas, and one of the most powerful men in college football at the time, and still that you're going to be on his good side still by talking one of his big recruits, by giving him good advice to stay where he's at. I mean, come on. It's,
And Travis, here's a crazy concept.
yeah.
This is crazy. This is insane.
Yeah. Well,
What if Sam Pittman was just trying to do what's best for the kid?
oh, no, that's, you're talking.
I
Why
mean,
would he ever do that? I mean,
why would anyone
why
do
is
that?
that important? Exactly, Clint. Exactly. And that's what we lose in this. Maybe, and that's the thing. Look, we can complain about some of the things Pittman did, practice on the field, yada yada. There's things we're liking about Silverfield that we didn't like about, that's making some of the stuff about Pittman come up. But the truth of the matter is, um, man, the guy loved the kids that played for him. He treated them well. And so that's enough of that. So now, Clint, this weekend, let's talk some baseball.
Do we have to?
Well, I guess so. The weekend started off great, man.
Baseball
Arkansas
was fun
played
again.
number
Baseball was fun
one
again on
Georgia.
Thursday.
Yeah. I'm thinking, man, we got a chance to win this
The Hogs
series.
are back, baby. Woo pig.
Yeah. Pitching
Woo
was good that
pig.
first game.
Oh man, we just swept Alabama. We won on a torn up field at Dickey Stevens Park. And
Yeah.
now we just, we smacked around UAPB. And
Yeah.
now let's go play Georgia. We won game one. We rolling, baby. Good times are
And you
back,
and you
Travis.
had to love the way we won it. I mean, we won it with we it wasn't like we were just hitting bombs. It was it was good, smart play, sacrifice flies.
Good fundamental
When
baseball.
they made mistakes, we made them pay for those mistakes. Good fun, you know, faking bunts and then hitting and stuff like that. I mean, like just out baseballing the number one team in the SEC. And then the second game came
And
around.
then the second game happened.
And it wasn't terrible,
It was a game
but it
that
wasn't,
two top 10 teams should have.
yeah. And you're like, okay, we didn't, you know, it didn't go well, but hey, when we got game three, we
We
got a
got game
chance.
three, and you know what? Friend of the program, Brady Tygart said, because the Sunday starts pouring because you're either going for the sweep, trying to stave off the or win the series, or stave off a sweep.
Yeah,
So it's very important, and I think we went with Parker Coyle, I believe,
yeah,
to start the series, and poor Parker went out there with his gas can.
yeah.
Um,
It was man, Clint.
but hey, man,
A baseball game started, but we ended up with a football score.
if you told me we would score 14 runs and get blown out, I would call you a liar.
Yeah, ugly blowout too.
An ugly blow. I believe they scored 11 runs in the ninth.
Yeah, yeah.
11 runs in the ninth.
That was one of
I believe a
those.
guy hit two home runs in the same inning.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So,
was rough. Um,
there's not a lot that good that could be said about it. I mean,
no.
there's just not. I mean, um,
Once again, we're playing against one of the best offensive teams in the country. Uh, we're we're playing against a good squad. However, it man, it hurts. And you like our schedule for the rest of the way. We're not playing. We got Missouri State, which they'll be playing tonight after we record this. By the time this comes out, that game will be going. You got Missouri this weekend, which is very beatable, very sweepable. And that's the thing. This team has the talent to sweep Missouri. We also could play Missouri and not do well at all.
no, and that's the thing. You just don't. This team is yet to just put it together.
No.
I mean, the talent's there. It really is. I think this team's gonna, it's gonna be like most Razorback baseball teams, are gonna get depleted by the draft.
Yeah.
But it's like you just keep waiting on to put it together because
Yeah.
it's like they got the pieces.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like, okay, Coles will hit, Helfrich won't. New will hit, and then Camden will hit, and then okay, we'll hit great. We'll score 14 runs. Okay, we're gonna give up 26. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
it's the way this team finds to get to lose is just keeps adapting.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not trying to bury the kids. And like, what are we going to do? Are you going to fire Dave Van Horn? Of course not.
No.
They could not win another game next year. You know who for the rest of the year they could lose every game for the rest of the year. You know who's the baseball coach next year?
Dave
Dave
Van
Van
Horn.
Horn.
Yeah.
You know who's the pitching coach next year? Matt Hobbs. You know who's the hitting coach? More than likely Nate Thompson.
Yeah.
It ain't going to change.
Yeah.
So it's just one of them you hope they figure it out.
Yeah.
And it gels, but they're running out of time for it to happen, Trav.
Yeah. You're right. And it's difficult. It's tough to watch because man, I just like this team.
Yeah.
like the individual players. I mean, of course, look, we talk about him a lot. We love Camden Kozel. You love Helfrich, Souza. Um, I mean, I'm really starting. Pompey, Rudenball is turning into be one of my favorite players on this team. He's a guy I'm really anxious to see what he does. The guy probably going to be our catcher next year. But he's playing every position and leading off. He probably won't be leading off much longer. I'm guessing. I'm thinking Ruiz will probably end up heading up to that first spot again.
Yeah.
Unless I don't know, he's done okay in the four hole some. So, but I mean, individually, you talk about these guys. I mean, at times the pitchers look like guys you can really get behind. And we got a bunch of southpaw pitchers. I mean, how many years were we like, man, we need more southpaws? Well, we're southpaw rich, baby. But man, they're just not putting it together like we'd like to see. And it's one of those things that you're hoping by the end of the year that something's gonna click.
Dude, but
That
Trav, you know what's going to happen is you've got somebody that's going to be a number one seed. Because I don't think at this point I would be surprised if Arkansas was a top 16 team.
No, they're not going to be. I mean, they're
No,
they're
I just
ranked
I'd be
24th right now.
yeah, I would be. I mean, I don't know if there's enough work left to be done where you could climb that high.
Yeah,
So somebody is going to get Arkansas as a number two seed.
yeah,
And they're going to be the number two seed in somebody's regional, and they're going to be like, "What the crap?"
yeah.
And so
It's not going to be
um,
good for them.
no, well, it's not. Well, and you'd rather, and you'd rather play at bomb, but I mean, it's just not going to happen.
No, no. I
But
think
this year they ain't been Arkansas at bomb. I mean, we got swept by Florida. You just lost a series to Georgia. I mean, there's been seasons where they ain't lost a series. They ain't hardly lost a game at bomb.
yeah,
And I mean, that's five I can name off the top of my head. And then plus they lost two to Stetson there. So that's seven
yeah,
losses at bomb off the top of my head, Trev.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah. So look, we got to keep rooting for them. Season ain't over yet, and it's you still got SEC tournament. You still got regionals, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully some good things happen for this team. Once again, they got some great players. Hopefully Dave can put it together. And look, against Alabama, man, he did some coaching in that series. We talked about it last week. And, you know, hopefully he can do that this week and bring them back from what happened. So, all right, Clint, that's enough of that stuff. Now, the next thing that the dramatic going on is basketball. And by the way, news just came out as we
yeah.
were recording that Malik Ewing is entering the transfer portal. And it's even being reported that he is, even if he gets his waiver, will not come back to Arkansas. Now, I wasn't surprised that he's entering the portal, Clint, because I thought that would have been smart of him because it gives him options. If he now, I was hoping he was if he wasn't going to enter the portal, if he wouldn't have entered the portal, that would have told me that Cal thinks that he's going to get his waiver, and that Cal was telling him we want you back. Now that he's entered the portal and saying there, and it's being reported that he's at least one person I saw is reporting that he's not coming back, means that either Cal told him we don't need you, or he doesn't want to come back. Either way.
Well, do you think Cal's one of the top guys going to be blindsided?
Oh, not at all.
I think he's probably got. I mean, I think it's probably more surprise to me and you than it is him. Um, Man, we need to see the plan come together for the front court, because that cupboard's bare.
Yeah, and one of the frustrating things is right now, Clint, and I thought on the Hog Sports podcast, most recent one with Trey Biddy, he had Connor Goodson, which is their basketball guy. And one of the things he talked about was the fact that it's like Fort Knox. Cal doesn't leak stuff. Okay. If you remember a couple years ago when he first got here, in the transfer portal. All of a sudden, he signs Nelly Davis and I mean,
Abdu Thero.
Adu. Oh, he had Thero. What Adu,
It's Abdu.
the
Oh,
other big,
yeah.
the other big
Oh,
man,
Jonas
Jonas
Abdu.
Adu from Tennessee.
Yep.
So those two guys were high-rated portal guys that no one knew Cal was even after. Okay, but when all of a sudden they're signing and everybody was shocked by them, right? So that's kind of what we're hoping. Everybody's hoping right now. But right now, everybody's like, well, nothing's coming out. We don't have enough money. We don't, he's not willing to, the game's passed him by. He's not willing to play the game. I mean, people are starting to question him like crazy. Folks, we don't know what's happening because he's not telling anybody.
Where did Coach Cal have the Razorbacks last year?
Sweet 16.
The year before that?
Sweet 16. Yeah.
Arkansas fans have more drama than the Kardashians.
Yeah, that's right.
It,
Yeah.
it really is. It
Yeah.
really is. You're talking about you're mad at Sam Pittman for something he did 7 years ago.
Yeah.
You might as well go get a bad breakfast at McDonald's and blame it on a 100-year check.
That's right.
I mean
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
where Arkansas fans are part time. Like
That's right.
they messed up my egg McMuffin.
That's right.
Dadgummit 100-year check.
That's right.
Um,
Fire 100-year check.
because I had a bad breakfast at McDonald's.
Yeah.
It just it's ridiculous. And here's the thing. Coach Cal has always made his living off guards and freshmen. It's what he always done.
Yeah.
But he's also adjusted pretty well, I think, in Arkansas to the transfer portal world.
Yeah.
So he's got to go out there and he's got to put the team together, and I think he's going to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, everybody wants to be like here, like here's the number one guy in the portal. Okay, Arkansas signed him immediately. He don't even take another visit. That's just not reality. But
Yeah.
he's going to put together a team that's going to be competitive. It's just
Yeah.
going.
Well, and here's a few of the guys, Clint, that are out there we think we're on. Okay. Mustafa Thiem from Cincinnati. I hope I'm saying his name right. Thiam. I'm probably saying it wrong. He averaged 12.8 points, 7.1 rebounds, 1.6 blocks, 52% field goal percentage, 28% 3-point percentage, and 63% free throw percentage last year at Cincinnati. 7'2". The thing is about him is he is actually visiting Michigan, and a lot of people think he's going to end up there. He's 7'2", 250.
Yeah.
Now, another one is, I'm going to say this guy's name way wrong, okay? And this one's very interesting one. Obina Ekzi or something. I don't know. I'm saying that way wrong. He's the number one center in the 2027 class. Okay, he's 7 foot, 225 pounds. Now, word is he could reclassify to where he would come in this year. And that schools are actually talking to him about doing that. Okay,
Casey Dick's going to be upset.
That's right. Casey Dick's going to get mad and go to Texas. Oh wait, he's already done that. Now he's apparently already visited Arkansas. Okay. And so he's already had the conversations with Cal and everything. Now, you got to wonder about a guy like him because once again, the kid's young. Okay. Not only would he be a freshman, he would be a year younger freshman trying to play on next year's team. So you kind of wonder how much, I mean, he's a big dude. I mean, he's 7 foot, 225, good sized fella. Now, you like to add a little weight to him, but, you kind of wonder, Clint, what kind of, that young, what kind of, is he going to add
Work,
to next year's team? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Worked out for Duke and Cooper Flag, but
That's true. It did. Yeah.
I
But
mean, I mean, yeah, you want. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be. You're talking about not that big of a deal. I really don't think so. But
yeah.
I've been
Now,
wrong.
and then there's another one, Anton Bonke, Bonke, Bonk.
You're also not saying that right.
Yeah, I'm probably not saying that right either.
100%.
I think I got the Anton part right.
No, yeah, you got that one. You got
Yeah.
that. Good
He's
job, buddy.
7'2", 260 from Charlotte. Uh, he's not, I don't think there's a good chance he's coming, but uh, they've contacted him, but haven't been able to set up a visit. Anyway, now we know they've signed Jeremiah Wilkinson, which is a guy that came out of nowhere, guard out of Georgia, scorer, shooter. He's going to add. He'll be another guy that we can. I watched some highlights of him. We talked about Cooper Bowser last week from Furman. He's the 6'11", 200. Now he's listed here at 215. Word is when he came to visit Arkansas that he weighed 230. And so he's a guy that you would hope maybe you could add another few pounds to. Um, I'm hearing a lot of good things about him. That he's like a committed defensive guy. He doesn't like to, we talked about last week. He shoots uh shoots well from the field. Uh he's not he
Yeah.
doesn't shoot. He doesn't try to shoot outside. He's not a 6'11" guy that thinks he's a guard. Okay, he's gonna try to dunk. He's gonna try to be there for rebounds. He's gonna do all those things. So I think he's gonna be a good piece for us. I really do, especially with the other guys we have.
How mad do you think boomers are still when they see a 6'11" guy shooting a three?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, they just get like, back
yeah.
in my day,
That's
they were
right.
down low. They
Put your
didn't
back
leave
to
the
the
paint.
put your back to the basket and just
Put your back to the basket. Don't be out there shooting them things.
yeah,
I remember Oliver Miller's like, yeah, I didn't have Coach Richards tell me not to shoot that.
yeah, yeah. That's right. But Clint, so here's the deal. All that to say, let's let Cal do his work. Let's not get all tied up thinking, oh no, Tyson didn't give us enough money anymore. Cal did mention something we talked about last week. Cal has said that we don't have as much money to work with. He said something about that. Who knows? Um, but the truth of the matter is, so far, if you look at the freshmen, this is going to be a physical team, especially if we can get Billy and Malik back. I don't care. They could put me and you down low. I mean, we'd be slow, but
Yeah.
you could still score a lot of points next year
No,
and do a
this
lot of good
team just
things.
I mean, when they do got the seven, they've got the freshmen coming back that redshirted this year.
Yeah.
Um, that I think is going to help. I mean, so it's not like
Yeah.
they have no size.
And I
Um,
think Malik Sealy's going to add some this year. I think
Isaiah
we saw
Sealy, yeah.
Isaiah. Sorry, yeah, Isaiah Sealy. He's
Yeah,
gonna.
no, and so I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think the team's going to be good, Trent. I do. I think they're going to be all right.
Yeah,
I trust Cal to make us all right.
yeah, yeah. And once again, I'm excited these freshmen. So because JJ Andrews is a guy that I think he'll body up down low. He'll in some small ball. He'll play a power forward type position. I think some. Um, so anyway, I think we're gonna be all right. Let's just have some patience. Let's trust. Let's trust the Hall of Fame coach that we have
Yeah,
in
let's not
charge.
panic. I'm also a Hall of Famer, Travis.
You are a Hall of Famer,
I'm a Hall of Fame.
and so we can trust you too.
Yeah, 100%. Trust me. I'm
Now,
a Hall.
Clint, this week is the red white game at Arkansas,
Okay.
and there was a little drama around it. Some fans were getting upset because they're charging $10 to go to it.
Oh my goodness.
But you can get out of paying the $10 if you sign up to get notifications from the Razorback Foundation or whatever, so they can try to get NIL money from you later. So if you just sign up for that, you get free. You get like up to 4 free tickets.
Okay, so Travis, what would you do? Would you get bombarded with messages, or will you pay the $10?
I'll take the messages because I can always opt out of those.
I will pay the $10. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, but interesting. Robin Roberts was on. Rob Roberts, whatever his name is, was the defensive coordinator. Was interviewed the other day, and they're not going to be able to. The media is not going to be able to talk to Silverfield before the spring game, and so they asked Roberts how they were going to split the team up. And in the past, a lot of times they would do like ones versus twos and
Right,
split up
yeah.
that way, threes versus fours, something like that. Well, that's not how they're doing this one, Clint.
Well, how did they do it, Trav? I
There's
haven't heard. I
there's
watched part of the interview, but I didn't know what
they're
it was.
splitting them up even. So like one team's gonna have like six defensive starters and 5 seconds, and 5 second stringers.
Right.
The other team's gonna have vice versa or whatever. They're just trying to split them up evenly. So that'll be neat. And so
Yeah.
trying to make it more competitive.
And
Guys
I do.
playing together that may not play together in the fall, or all the time or whatever.
And I think that's been the biggest difference. You talk all like the personality and all that,
Yeah.
but I think that's been the biggest difference in like the practice. Seems like they're actually playing football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're going out there, they're practicing football. They're not like, okay, we're not
Yeah.
going through drills and stuff like that. No, they're doing the drills and stuff, but they're playing football.
They're getting physical in practice. I'll tell you one of the things, I don't think we've talked about it on here, but one of the things that you keep hearing Trey Biddy and DJ Williams and some of those folks that have gotten to watch practice talk about is every practice they do something else different for ball security.
Yeah.
They said even one time they had a deal where they had like a rope tied to the ball, and like they would make them like they were going to the ground and would pull on it and make them try to hold on to it when they were pulling on it as they were going to the ground and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
They're like doing all kinds of crazy stuff for ball handling.
Yeah.
Another thing they do every practice, Clint, is some sort of competition. At the end of practice, I saw a video of them like throwing the football, trying to hit the kind of like they did,
Yeah.
trying to
I
hit the
saw.
crossbar. Um, I mean, they do all kinds of stuff like that. Just some kind of competition they have them do. Um, I think that's pretty cool. I think they do that within their teams, so they get points for their teams if they do those or whatever. But I like that. I really do. I like that they're competing. I like that they're, once again, I'm loving what Silverfield's
You know what everybody's wanting to see out of the spring game. You know what everybody wants to see.
quarterback.
Who looks better between AJ and KJ? That's what. And from the way it sounds like AJ's got the prettier deep ball,
Yeah.
but he's not as accurate in the intermediate stuff. And
And
KJ's,
KJ's a little. One thing that surprised me, Clint, I don't think it was. I think just whenever we got AJ Hill, I was thinking he was more of a runner. I figured he would be the more athletic, but actually KJ's more athletic. Now I think AJ Hill may be more the bruiser type, more of the Cam Newton run you over,
yeah,
power guy when he runs the ball. But as far as being quicker, they say KJ is a lot quicker as far as
yeah.
being more fleet of foot when he tries to run. Do you think they're gonna, in your opinion, do you think he'll announce who the starting quarterback is after the spring?
No, but I think we'll know.
I agree with you. I think people kind of already know, but
I think
I
KJ
think
Jackson
there
won
won't
the
be
job.
I don't think there'll be an official announcement till the fall
Yeah,
because
no,
he wants
I
to
think
keep
KJ
him.
Jackson's your starting quarterback. I really
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
I think he came in there. I think he brought in somebody to push him for the job, and he's won it.
yeah.
But you know what? But You go out there and KJ has a bad scrimmage and AJ performs, then that could change. I mean, it's not over. That's why he hasn't named a starter.
Yeah.
But I think, KJ has a sizable lead going into the clubhouse.
It's sure what it sounds like from all the folks that are at practice. That's what it sounds like from listening to the players talk. I mean, they've been pretty open. The players haven't tried to show their hand too much, but if you read between the lines, that's kind of what you're getting. So,
Yeah.
um,
Well, and one of the things you've got to give, and I know we need to move on to the next topic. This may be a good segue. One of the things you remember everybody said about Taylor Green was that he was a good leader.
yeah,
He really was a good leader. And so it's probably good that KJ got a chance to learn under him. We talked about, KJ Jefferson, that year with Felipe Franks was valuable to him.
yeah,
So hopefully some of that, you saw Talon going out, hanging out with the linemen and stuff like that. Everybody spoke very highly of him. So hopefully that learned him. No, Talon's got the NFL draft coming up. It's coming up in 2 days, like it's here.
yeah.
Um, so I think there's a couple hogs that I think we may hear their names called as early as round two, I believe. Um,
Well, yeah, possibly.
or maybe third round.
Best I'm hearing is, Mike Washington is a lot of people have him as the third running back going. It's just when the Love's going to go first round.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Top five,
after
probably.
that, you don't know where the other running backs are going to go. That's just not a high draft pick position. Um, it's just going to kind of go by need. But you like to hope Washington's going to go. Maybe you might as early as the second round. More than likely third round, somewhere in the around the third. Taylor Green, I'm hearing some rumors of some teams that are looking at him. I think he had like the other day he had like 7 teams that were meeting with him, something like that. I mean
Yeah.
that's a lot of teams.
Well, a
Uh,
lot of people view him as an athlete. They can turn into an athletic quarterback.
yeah.
I've heard Cleveland's interested in him.
See, I heard that too.
So,
I don't know.
so who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Of course, Cleveland's got a who knows.
Yeah.
But then you got and I also heard Pittsburgh for him too. Um, but
You know who I think the perfect landing spot for him is?
where's that?
Denver. Because I
Yeah,
think Sean Payton would figure out how to use him like they used Taysom Hill.
yeah,
I seriously, I mean,
yeah.
he'd be willing to do it.
If he'd be willing to do it, for sure. Yeah, and that's going to be if he's willing. A few other guys. You know,
Julian Neal, I believe, will maybe the first one taken.
yeah, Neil. Will be third, fourth round, maybe somewhere in there. He did pretty well. Then you got Sorey, who's done well in tryouts, combine stuff. He's done what measurables, but he's got horrible tape from last year.
Yeah,
So depends on what happens there. He may, he's one of those that could go decently high, and he's one that may not get drafted at all.
yeah.
You never know because they look at that tape. Uh, our boy Carmona, I'm hoping he goes up pretty high. He didn't.
Well, even at that point, when you get there around the sixth, seventh round, I mean, it's just you're almost better off being undrafted. I think him and Cam both, they're gonna go to camp.
Yeah,
I mean, you're gonna go to camp, and so and what they always say, like on Pat McAfee, all you gotta do is get in the building. You get in the
that's right.
building, you got a chance. So,
And I think both of them have a good chance of getting drafted. I really do.
and I hope so. I mean, we've had both of them on the podcast. Excellent, tremendous young men.
And both
Um,
of them, I think, have good film. You
yeah,
know, Cam Ball. Last year was tough for him because of just a lack of depth and having to play as many plays as he had to play and stuff like that. But I think he's got a lot of good things, and both of them are going to interview well in all the interviews they've done. So people are going to like them that way. So, I don't know, man. We got to root for them, man. And of course, I'll be anxious to see what my Browns do. They got quite a few picks to work with. Who knows?
Who knows? But if anybody, Travis, rest assured, if anybody screw it up, it's the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns can mess it up very easily. So, but it looks like Mendoza's will be a Raider.
Yeah, I think that's been decided for a minute.
I think that one's a first pick destined to happen. But then after that, we'll see. So, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be. I saw where like 4 defensive players from Ohio State drafted looked like they're going to go in the top 10 almost.
I know. Yeah.
It is insane.
And one of them, what's that safety's name?
Caleb Downs.
They're talking about him like, for the fact that a safety is going to go that high, but they're like, he's probably maybe the best player in this whole draft.
Yeah, and I saw him maybe going to the Cowboys. So I'm like, yeah. And they said if he falls to Dallas will be doing backflips. So
for sure.
It's always fun to watch the draft to see where everybody winds up, regardless of your feelings on the NFL. So
yeah, used to for me the draft, like I liked, I mean I understand why they do it the way they do it now, but back in the day, man, I liked it on Saturday because that was like a holiday for me.
Yeah.
I mean, because I would I would plan like. I'd buy a bunch of snack food, and I was like, I made sure I didn't have anything planned on that Saturday, and man, I was zoned in on ESPN watching every bit of it. And now, I mean, I watch it, but I don't watch it near as close as I did.
Well, I mean, it takes 2 days to do the first round. I mean, it's just like 15 minutes between the picks. Yeah. I mean, I get it. There's so much wheeling and dealing going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you're fielding offers probably up to you turn the card in. So it's crazy. So,
Anyway. All right. Well, Clint, that's it for this week, man. I think we talked about everything we can talk about, unless you got something else.
I mean, I've got a lot I can talk about, but
that's right.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, folks, thank you so much for watching, listening, all that kind of stuff. Share, like, subscribe, all the things, and let people know about the Hawg Slop podcast, baby. And root on those Hogs. Don't give up on the baseball team. Don't freak out over what's going on with the transfer portal. Cal's going to make it work. Once again, we can trust Hall of Famers. It's a Hall of Famer. You can trust him. Cal's a future Hall of Famer.
I've been meaning to talk about that, Travis. I need to talk to you after the podcast about a small no interest loan. I'm very trustworthy.
So anyway, we got to go.
Bye.
Have a great week. Go Hogs.
Sweat, work, filthy, dirt, harvest, hurt, kingdom come. Sweat, work, filthy, dirt, harvest, hurt, kingdom come. Listen, that's why I sweat when I work. My hands get filthy down in this dirt. Won't see no harvest till I hurt. Crying your kingdom come. Listen, I wake up in the morning, I bow my head to pray. Mama told me if I don't, ain't nothing gonna change. These prayers breaking up hard ground, so I can sow the seed. Ain't afraid of no aches and pain. Lord knows I gotta follow his lead. That's why I sweat when I work. My hands get filthy down in this dirt. Won't see no harvest till I hurt. Crying your kingdom come.